Hey, hello there. We're back. We had to take a couple of days off because I needed to reestablish my knowledge on Japanese mythology. Because we were going to talk about the Yurei, we are, but Yurei is they're a general term for ghosts in Japan, and I felt let's combine that with our usual Oreos. If you don't know what an Oreo is, think The Grudge. Vengeful spirit, usually female, that has her hair covering her eyes. Samara, that's okay. We know what Oreos are for the most part. So I was kind of like debating what I needed to talk about and how I could tie it to isolation. Because Fenrir was definitely tough, but we got that done. But yeah, I needed to take a couple of days off to actually figure out what I was gonna do and do my refreshing on that. So we're gonna combine both of them and tie them into isolation. When we're done with that, we're gonna finally go into the case studies. I know it's been a bit, but this is a very complex video. So let's do about 15 to 20 minutes worth of work. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stream tomorrow because I have a 24-hour shift to do. All right. Fortunately, I'm gonna go off the top of my head because I do not have my notes on me right now. I technically just got out of work. So in Japanese folklore, and I'm kind of sort of alternating between this and another project and amongst the sprite animation stuff. This is almost done, so I decided to start something else in the meantime. So in Japanese folklore, in Japanese folklore, tales of spirits that linger that linger amongst the living. We got some good RE3 music right now. For starters. Not to confuse them with Fatal Frame Ghosts, because Fatal Frame Ghosts are straight up, they're very. I can't say they're all vengeful, but the majority of them are pretty vengeful. They can fit in that Mario category, but generally, Yurei is a general term for Ghostos. It's just Fatal Frame ones that are usually pretty angry for the most part. Starters. This isn't. I gotta tell this all in isolation. This is gonna be kind of weird to do. In Japanese folklore, there are tales of spirits that linger amongst the living. Soul. A soul that's simply. They didn't. Yeah, let me see. They didn't finish the story. Oh. Yeah, we can get this to work. I'm not even gonna say the usual thing. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Mm. They remain in this world. There is loneliness. There is loneliness. There is loneliness. Scenario. Because they're the spirits. Spirits that is trapped between places. A spirit that is trapped between places. In Japanese folklore, oh my god. In Japanese folklore, there are tales of spirits that linger amongst the living. For starters, a yurei is a general term for a ghost. A soul that simply didn't finish its story. I'm being very cringy with that one. And lingers alone. They remain in. Fuck! Give me a second. Work. Yep, it was specifically for me. Okay. A soul that simply didn't finish the story and lingers alone. They remain in this world, isolated from the living, and unable to move on. There is loneliness in this scenario, a spirit that is trapped between places. I can word that better. Spirit that is trapped between places. Unable to rejoin the living or move on to whatever's next. Your average, everyday fatal frame ghost. Your normal ghost in fatal frame, not the angry ones. All right, so I think that's fine. Now I can bring up Oreos because that's what people generally know about. This is a reminder to remind me that yeah, you have a 24-hour shift tomorrow. It's like I am completely aware that I have to do this. So now Oreos. And again, Oreos are. It's your. What's the best way for me to describe it? Oreos are ghosts. Again, are yureis that are still shackled to this world because of a grudge, for the most part. Usually a grudge. So your example would be Samara. Any Asian, Japanese, mind you, any Japanese female ghost with long black hair covering their eyes and being very pasty white. You get where I'm getting at. Very vengeful ghosts that remain trapped in this world because of a grudge. So Oreo are usually what people talk about. The vengeful spirits. Vengeful spirits. Vengeful spirits. The ones driven by grudges being the big one. Grudges, anger, or betrayal. nor betrayal. We got it. We're gonna be. I'm gonna be cute again with this one. But there's more to this. I'm gonna throw this out of left field. Their rage. Oh damn. Oh shit. Something simpler. Abandonment. So usually with Onryos, the reason why they're pissed off is because they got betrayed, the life was cut too short. Someone they trust turned their back on them. Betrayal. Soul left behind. Okay, we're about to cook. We're about to cook. Then I gotta wrap things up. Abandonment. So yeah, a life. Oh. A life. A life cut too short. A moment where help never came. Or the usual one, someone they trust to turn their backs on them. Similar. And what you may ask? A soul left behind. All right. So let's see what we got. And unfortunately, we gotta start wrapping things up because again, do have to do that shift tomorrow, so I gotta go to bed early. So in Japanese folklore, there are tales of spirits that linger amongst the living. For starters, a yurei is a general term for a ghost, a soul that simply didn't finish its story and lingers alone. They remain in this world, isolated from the living and unable to move on. There is loneliness in this scenario, a spirit that is trapped between places, unable to rejoin the living or move on to whatever comes next. Onryo are usually what people talk about. The vengeful spirits, the one driven by grudges, anger, or betrayal. But there's something more. There's more to this than just rage. Their rage can be rooted to something more simpler: abandonment, a life cut too short, a moment where help never came, or someone they trusted turning their back on them. Both Yurei and Onryo share the same foundation: a soul left behind. I like it. Okay, I definitely do like that. But like I said, unfortunately, I do gotta wrap things up because today's a very short streaming day. Work tomorrow for the whole entire day. But that doesn't mean I have Friday off, so we'll finish this up on Friday, at least this portion of it. Then we move on to the actual case study. So again, it's gonna be both Resident Evil 4's Silent Hill F and Security Breach Ruin. So we're almost done with this. We're about 80% done. Thank God. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Have a good one, and I'll see people on Friday for more of this.